Once again, let me take this honor to welcome you back to our lesson 4 of reading. Actually, the last lesson this week. Are we together? And remember, we are in the second week. Children, I call upon your maximum attention. Thank you. So today we are going to learn about verbs. We are going to learn about verbs. A verb is a doing what? That is what they told you in primary 1, primary 2, and up to where you end. Is a doing word. Is a doing word. Or a verb is a word that performs an action. Are we together? A verb is a word that performs an action. Most of you confuse verbs and nouns. A noun is just a name of anything, but a verb is a word that performs an action, or you just simply say is a doing word. For example, to show that verbs perform actions. For example, what is the teacher doing? I say this is run. All together, run. Sit. I'm performing an action. I think a word that performs an action. Dance. I think so. A verb is a word that performs an action. Write. I think so. A verb is a doing word or a word that performs an action. Are we there, children? So when somebody tells you, get some examples of verbs. Talk of dance. Talk of write. Clap. Sit. Run, squat, anything that performs an action is a verb. So, under verbs, we have what we call tenses. We have what we call tenses. Primary 1, this tense here, primary 1, primary 2, you used to call this tense here, that now tense. You know now tense? Yes, you know now tense. But our level P3, you don't say now tense, but you say present continuous tense. Can you say present continuous tense? Good. We no longer say now tense. We say now tense for those beginners. You know P1s, they do when they are just coming from nursery section. But after our level going to P4 now, we use present continuous tense. Present continuous tense simply means now tense. Then we have this one here. This tense is called past simple tense. Past simple tense. Present simple tense. There are other tenses which are coming in front of us. Are we together? But for now, we are going to talk about these two tenses. The first one I have said, present continuous tense is the same as now tense. Past simple tense is the same as yesterday tense. P1, P2, we have been using yesterday tense, but you have to get now used to this one now, past simple tense. Listen attentively. Are we there? This tense here, present continuous tense, talks about actions that are happening right now. Are we together? Present continuous tense or now tense talks about actions that are happening right now. If I'm to ask you wherever you are, what is the teacher doing? You say the teacher is teaching. Teaching. Which letters have you added on the word teach? You have simply added ing. Present continuous tense talks about actions that are happening right now. The teacher is teaching. The teacher is standing. You are adding ing. Are we together? What is the teacher doing? The teacher is writing on the chalkboard. The teacher is writing on the chalkboard. So this is the tense. Talks about actions that are happening right now. We go to this one here. Past simple tense. Past simple tense. This tense talks about actions that happened yesterday, actions that happened last week. It can be last year, it can be last month. That is past simple tense. Are we there? Talks about actions that are happening right now, yesterday. It talks about actions that happened yesterday, last week, last month, last year, and so on. That is past simple tense. Don't confuse them. These ones here, we are just going to add ing in the present continuous tense. For example, here, brush. Here we say brushing. Are we together? Here you say washing. Which letters am I adding, children? I am adding ing. So this one you add ing. Are we together? Are we together? But for past simple tense, under past simple tense, we have ways of forming past simple tense. We have what we call regular verbs and irregular verbs. We have what we call regular and irregular verbs. Are we together? And here. So you cannot confuse them. Pay attention, children. Are we together? We have regular verbs. These regular verbs, for them, they are so simple. When you're forming the past simple tense, simply you just add ed. You just add ed. You just add ed. Those are regular verbs. Are we together, children? You're going to see them. You'll be identifying which verb goes, which verb falls under regular or irregular verbs. Are we together? So here, regular verbs simply are verbs whereby you add ed in past simple tense. For example, we have brush, brushing. Here, the past simple brush is going to be what? Brushed. Is going to be. Which letters have you added? You have added ed. Therefore, this brush falls under this category of verbs, the so-called regular verbs. You have just added ed. Are we together? Regular verbs are verbs whereby you add ed in past simple tense or yesterday tense. We have this one here, wash. Washing, here you say washed. Still, it is also under this category of verbs, regular verbs. Are we together? Let us move on. We say allow. I say allow. The noun tense or present continuous tense of allow will become allowing. Will become allowing. Then here will be allowing. Will be wonderful. Hope we are moving together. So these ones here, even I have grouped, they are very many. So this first category here fall under regular verbs. You are going to identify others which fall under regular verbs. I have said regular verbs are verbs whereby when forming the past tense of those verbs, you add on ed. Those ones are regular verbs. We move on. We have this category. I've just picked some to give you a sample. Are we together? We have this one here. Run, sit, and mop. Run, sit, and mop. Are we together? Let us form the present continuous tense of these verbs. Here, you will say running. You're going to see how I have changed them. Sitting. Then lastly, we have mopping. Are you seeing anything which is new there? Yes, you are. I have been doubling the last consonant letter. I have been doubling the last consonant letter here. Here I have not been doubling. Reason I'm going to give you. Now, when you see that the verb being given, for example, run. Are you looking at the word run? Is ending with N, but the next letter to N is only one vowel letter. You double the last consonant letter. If it is only one nearing to the last consonant letter, only one. You will ask me that what about here? They are two. Are we together? But here it is only one nearing to the last consonant. So you double it. Sit, it is only one here in the middle, only one nearing to the last consonant letter, you double. Mop, I said, only one nearing to the last consonant letter, therefore you mop, you double mean. Are we together? So here we have formed the present continuous tense of these three verbs. Let us see now the past simple tense. And we have said, remember when you're forming here, we have to base on these two verbs. We have what we call regular and irregular verbs. Regular, those verbs which end with ed in past simple tense. But irregular verbs change completely. Verbs change completely in past simple tense. In past simple. For example, here, run. Running, here it will become rain, not randy. Are we together? It will become rain. It has changed. I have not added ed. Are we together? When I add ed, that verb will be regular. You add ed. For example, cooking, cooked. But here it has changed. Have I added ed? I have not added. Let us go to sit. We have sit, sitting. Here the past simple tense will change and you will say sat. Are we together? I have not added ed. I have not added ed, but it has changed. Let us see this one here. Mop, mopping. This one falls under this category of verbs because I am going to add ed. Are we together? I am going to add ed, only that it was under these ones whereby you double the last consonant letter. That's why I put it here. But it is supposed to be among these ones. Am I clear? Good. We have this one here. We have teach. Here you will say teaching. We have go. Here you will say going. But here now the problem comes from past simple tense. What will you say? Teach, teaching. Will you say teach? The teacher taught us yesterday. That is a very wrong what? English. It is under this category of verbs. Irregular verbs, they change completely. You say taught, you say taught. Are we together? Have I added ed? The word has changed completely in past simple tense and it has become taught. We have this one here, go, going. Here is also going to change and you will say went. I went to school yesterday. Are we together? But majority of you, when your teachers teach you about verbs, most so yesterday tense or past simple tense, for you think everywhere you'll be adding ed. No, please. There are those ones you add ed, there are those ones which change completely. And even on top of that, we have even those ones which don't form the past simple tense. They are here. You're going to see them. Here, they change completely in past simple tense. We have here, write. Here will be writing. Remember to cancel this e. All of verbs ending with letter e, omit e and add ing in present continuous tense. Then here now we shall say writing, writing. Then here it will become wrote. I wrote it like this. Altogether, it is under this category of verbs, the so-called irregular verbs. Am I clear, children? Good. So we have what we call regular and irregular verbs. We have here come, coming. Then here you will say came. Have you added it? No, it has changed. It has changed. So you have to base on these categories here. We have regular and irregular verbs. Regular verbs, children, I have said are verbs whereby you add ed in their past simple tense. But irregular verbs change completely in past simple tense. Let us say I've been giving you, we have taught, we have went, we have wrote, we have came. Let me hope I'm clear. Let us move to these ones now here. I've only given you two. We have cut and we have beat. Cut and beat. Here the present continuous will say cutting. You double still, I've told you, when you say it is only one vowel letter nearing the last consonant letter, double the last consonant letter. We have cut, cutting. But here the past simple tense, children, the past simple tense here will remain cut. Will remain cut. That's why I told you we have even those verbs whereby you don't form the past simple tense. So you say cut, cutting, cut, cutting, cut. We don't have cutted in English. Are we together? It remains the same. We have beat. Beat. Here you say beat, beating. So I was explaining these ones which do not form the past simple tense. We have cut, cutting, and it remains cut. Then we have beat, beating, remains beat. It remains beat. Have you seen? Don't say beaten. Are we together? These ones remain. These ones remain. I've just given you some few examples. Even here, I've just given you some few, and others are coming in your activity, which you're going to pick at school. Are we together? So children, let us be serious in this lockdown. Don't just sleep, don't just eat. Let us do work seriously so that we go to primary 4. Are we together? Who doesn't want to go to primary 4? No one. Are we together? So let us do good work. This is the work which will make us know that you are capable for another class. Thank you very much for listening, children of primary 3. I love you. I miss you. I don't know when I'm going to see you again. But I know God's plans are always good. We shall meet again. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.